What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Big Fry, and shout out to the Fry Nation. Guys, I'm about 6 hours into Horizon. I wanted to get a video out, so if you guys were waiting on my opinion and you wanted to make an informed decision on whether or not to purchase the game, here's the video. If you own a PS4, you owe it to yourself to play this game. Guerilla Games has done something that even I was a little bit skeptical of before. I saw the game, I saw the gameplay, I was like, there's gotta be something here. Guerilla Games has never done open world, they've never done a game like this. They blew all expectations for me. I went in completely blind besides a few snippets of gameplay, and I'm so fucking impressed with this game that I had to make a video. I don't know if I'm going to find the time to do a complete review of this, which is unfortunate because I think the game deserves one. So I think what I might do is put this video out, letting you guys know what I think so far, and then when I have the time, just do the review, because I don't want to miss having a review of this game on my channel. It's amazing. Everything from the graphics to the gameplay to the sound design to the open world design, everything is just, it's so fluid, functional. It's fucking dope. Let's start with graphics. This is the best looking game on a console that I have ever seen in my life. And I thought Uncharted 4 was amazing, and it was. It looked amazing. This game it has the graphic quality of Uncharted 4, but it has such a vibrance in the design of the environments and even of the characters. It's something that I've never experienced before, and I'm impressed. Like, it looks, from a tech standpoint, it looks unbelievable. And that's graphics. You guys can see on screen, the game just looks phenomenal. Let's talk about gameplay. So the game centers around a character named Aloy, who basically grows up as what they call an outcast. So there's tribes in the world, and if you're not within a tribe, you're shunned and you're an outcast. And basically the beginning of the game, and I'm not going to spoil any of the story, just giving you guys the basic premise. The beginning of the game, you're basically trying to get into the tribe, and in doing so, it unlocks the mystery of this entire world with these mechanical, like, dinosaur beasts that are running around. It's almost like if you were to take the setting of something like Far Cry Primal with, you know, spears and arrows and shit like that, and combine that with the fantasy of, like, future tech mechanical beings. And you can see, like, in some of the clips that I'm going to show, Aloy has a thing called a focus, which it allows her to kind of see through, like, a tech point of view on how to, you know, do puzzles and unlock certain doors. And she can also look into and research what different animals are out in the world. So if you have, like, watchers or striders, or even the corrupted, you know, striders, and all these other mechanical beasts. I don't even want to call them animals, because they're really not. But as you progress through the story, you start to unlock the you start to, like, get farther into discovering the mysteries of this world. And I'm not going to spoil anything, because I think you guys owe it to yourself to play the game. The design it basically follows an open world concept. So if you were to think of something like The Witcher 3, you have different areas for different quests. However, with this, it's so different in the fact that all these mechanical beasts are here to kill you. And if they track you, you're fighting. So it becomes a moment of open world stealth. So for the most part, if you're standing in long grass, they can't see you. You can, like, whistle or throw rocks to get them to come close. You can silent strike if you've unlocked the ability. You can kill these animals, basically stealthing your way through an open world game, which is something you don't really see a lot of. Usually when you play open world is, okay, here's my objective, put the waypoint, and you run. In this game, you can't, because you will die. This game is hard. It does not hold your hand, and you will get fucked up if you just try to run to your objective. There are enemy bandit camps. There are secondary objectives around the map, and there's all these mechanical beasts trying to fuck you up. And they do. Like, they do. This game, it doesn't hold your hand. It kind of just throws you in, and hey, You either fucking deal with it, you learn the weaknesses of the beasts, or you die. The cool thing that I've been doing is once you unlock the ability, you can basically override and hack certain beasts in the world. And what I like to do is override them, and then they end up fighting other beasts. So it's like a fucking death match right in front of you as you sit in a bush and watch a beast just get ripped apart. It's very cool the way the AI interacts with one another. The biggest detractment for me is when the game introduces other characters. Now, again, I don't want to spoil any of the story, but what I am going to say is the only characters that I end up really caring about are Rost, which is Aloy's father figure at the beginning of the game, and Aloy. Every other character just seems pretty like one-dimensional. Like, it's just like, oh, hey, yeah, we're doing this. Do you want to help? Like, to me, they don't really add to the story. They're quest givers at the end of the day. And maybe that's where my mind is just not wrapping around that this is kind of more of like an open world game. And these are, you know, NPCs giving quests. But the game is built in a way that this feels like something that Naughty Dog would make. So you expect that these characters have dimensions and different, just better interaction with Aloy, I guess, is what I'd be looking for. But that being said, the story itself is driving forward. I was concerned earlier with the fact that the machines were kind of on the back burner as the main story progressed at the beginning. I've been informed that later on in the game, you start to unlock the mysteries of the island, which is dope. Pretty much my only concern has been alleviated from people who were just farther in the game than me. I mentioned the sound design earlier, and the one thing that really tipped me off with it, like obviously the environments, you can hear like the wind whistling and all that shit. But when you get close to one of the robots and you're sitting in a bush and they start to track and you can hear the subtle ticking, and you can hear it. And to me, like, I was just playing and I looked over. I didn't realize it was there. It was actually behind me. And I looked around like, oh, fuck. Like, and it just, the immersion there, it kind of threw me off. I actually just paused. I was like, holy fuck. Like, that sounded really good. Like, it's so hard to explain when you guys get it. And I know that a lot of you guys are going to get it. You're going to be blown away. And then, like I said at the beginning, the vibrance of the world it's unrivaled at this point. It's weird to be praising a game like this, considering this is Guerilla Games' first open world game. This is phenomenal work. And I said on the podcast that this already is a contender for Game of the Year. I know that Zelda's coming out. I'm not a Nintendo guy. I won't be covering it. People are saying that's going to be Game of the Year. I think Horizon is also going to be up on that nomination. And that's a bold claim considering we're only, just starting March. The game is great. And like I said, if you guys have PS4s, I strongly urge you to play it. I'm halfway through the quest line right now at the about 6.5 hour mark. But with that being said, I'm not halfway through the game because the last quest that I did took me about an hour to do with the sneaking around and all that shit. So I have a feeling that as we progress even farther, the game's gonna be, even longer to complete. It's not like I'm halfway through at 6 hours that makes it a 12-hour game. It's gonna be longer than that. I've heard reports that the game is gonna take just under 30 hours to complete if you don't do a lot of the side quests. With me not doing this full time and I got Battlegrounds on the weekend, I have Ghost Recon. The code should be coming to me so I can do the review to be up during, when the embargo lifts. I'm gonna have that early, kind of like what I did with Watch Dogs. I got a lot of shit going right now. And unfortunately, I wanted to do a full review of this, but I didn't get a code from Guerrilla. That's okay. I'm glad that I got to purchase this and support them because this is unbelievable. But with this, I just don't have enough time to get you guys a review in a timely fashion. That being said, I have PAX East next week. If you guys are out in the Boston area, by the way, if you're going to PAX, hit me up on Twitter, or we're going to be meeting a bunch of people out there. But with PAX next week, after I get back and I have a chance to just sit down and finish the game, I am going to be doing a full review. I already have a feeling I know what I'm going to give it, and I think you guys do too. But if anything changes, then at least I can update this. But I want to get a video out so you guys were like, if you were waiting, hoping that I could come up with a video. So if you guys were just holding off on my opinion, if this game looks interesting to you, chances are you're gonna fucking love it. it's a fucking gem. And with that, guys, I really don't have any, like, it's just nothing but praise here. I honestly, at this point in the game, I can't think of anything that I would actually detract from it. Maybe a little bit of lackluster character. The voice acting is it's okay. It's, you know, it's decent. But other than that, like, I'm not. Everything that's positive completely overrides anything that I could come up negative. And with that, guys, my name is Big Fry. If you guys are down in the comments and you want to leave a comment and let me know, have you played Horizon? Are you looking to play Horizon? Use the keyword Zero Dawn. That lets me know you guys made it to the end of the video. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you guys for the support. Shout out to the Fry Nation. And I'll see you on the next one.